Have you ever made money on reselling of tickets, concert tickets, sports tickets, anything along those lines? If you have, ever since 2021, Congress passed a law that Ticketmaster and StubHub are going to have to report any sales that are over $600 to the IRS. So before then, those were almost under the table transactions. You can buy some really popular World Series, Super Bowl tickets, playoff tickets, concert tickets, and essentially get 5, 10x on what your face value was and not pay any tax on it because the IRS didn't know better unless you got audited and they pulled your bank statements. But other than that, you're pretty much getting tax-free income at that point. Well, they're tying that loophole up. And so what happens is this is going to be a short-term capital gain. So a short-term capital gain is subject to ordinary income tax rates. So if you make a couple $1,000s selling some playoff tickets, then you're going to have to be paying some tax on that. StubHub or Ticketmaster, they're going to send you a 1099-K. And on that, they're going to send a copy to the IRS and a copy to you. And if you do not report that income, the IRS is going to have a discrepancy what you filed as your tax return to what they have on their records, and you're going to get a little nasty little letter. So you're not at a total disadvantage, though. You're not going to pay tax on the proceeds. So if you make $2,000 of gross revenue on some tickets, you still get to deduct the cost of what you bought the tickets for, plus any fees, plus sales tax, whatever other expenses you incurred to sell those tickets. That's going to be a tax deduction, reducing your short-term capital gain. But here's also the trick. If you sell your tickets at a loss, do you think you get a tax break for that? No, the IRS does not work that way. You pay taxes on the gains. You get no tax benefit in the event of a loss. So that's one of those little weird caveats the IRS has for us. But be on the lookout if you're ever selling tickets. Reach out to your tax professional if you ever get into a situation where you're reselling tickets on a consistent basis, because then we might want to pull in. You might be starting a business at this point. Then we might want to pull in some other expenses and start reducing more taxable income if we could take a position that this isn't a one-off thing, but this is an actual legit business you're doing. Then the world opens up a little bit more for you tax-wise.